What's going on, everyone? Anthony here with AC Toys, and happy Star Wars Days. And with today being May 4th, what do you say we go ahead and review Star Wars The Black Series Hunter from The Bad Batch. Now, The Bad Batch is the new Star Wars show that just aired today on Disney Plus. I just caught the first episode myself and loved it, and I figured why not, this would be the perfect time to review this figure. So, as you can see here, it is your typical standard Black Series box, open window with Hunter and all his accessories. The slanted side with the artwork on right there. A little bit of bio on Hunter, some more of the promotional art. This is number 1 of the Bad Batch figure series. Nothing on the side, nothing at the top. Legalese at the bottom. So, what do you say we go and crack this guy open and see how cool he is? Alright, and here we have Hunter out of packaging, but before we go and take a look at the figure itself, what do you say we take a quick look at all his accessories, because he does come with quite a few. So first off, he does come with his backpack that it does show off in the show. It's pretty nicely sculpted, not too much as far as paint detail goes. It's basically a solid gray plastic with some red outlinings, but the molded on details is pretty nice. That just goes ahead and ports onto his back. Then, of course, you have his blaster that he uses in the show, and then a little sidearm right there. Right. Then you have his knife with some, well, it's going to be some pretty hard details to probably pick up on camera. But there is some painted on like digital glowing effects on the knife. I don't know if my lens is going to be able to pick that up. But it's painted on very nicely. The camera isn't showing that off as it is. But it's a nice little knife, and that just ports into here. And it does port in one way better than the other. So as you can see, one way, if it goes in, there's a little bit of a gap right there. You just go ahead, turn it around, port it all the way in, and it goes in a bit better. Maybe I just didn't push it in all the way hard enough. Yeah, no, it just feels like it goes in better this way. So yeah. Then of course you have his Clone Trooper helmet, which is nicely painted actually. In the promotional shots, this is shown off to be a little bit brighter on the promotional shots. So it's pretty dark here in person, but overall not too bad. So it's nice, double painted right there, white on this side, gray on this side. Nice line detailings over there. Oh. So yeah, those are his details. So if you just want, they just kind of poured in like so. So aside from his knife, there is no real place where you can like put his blasters, at least that I figured out just yet. So he does either hold them, or you're just gonna have to find somewhere to put them. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a quick look at all the details. Okay, so taking a quicker look at the details, what do you say we start off with the head sculpt, because this is an amazing looking head sculpt. Mine is very nicely painted, is sculpted very nicely. You got his face paint going on right there, or I'm not sure if that's like a tattoo or a scarring or whatever, but kind of bleeds into right there going up towards his sideburn. You got the little skull painted on the bandana, which is a nice little touch. The hair is sculpted in very nicely. Nice color. Yeah. You got the skull right here, along with, I believe that's the 99 for them being batch 99. I could be wrong. I don't really know too much about the Star Wars writing. Nice body armor. You got some like metal scrapings painted on right there. Let's see here. This is the holster for the commando knife. Got the backpack on right there. Some weathering going on the shoulder pads. But overall, yeah, your basic Clone Trooper body with some added details and some new armor bits. But overall, same more or less Clone Trooper, Stormtrooper body molds we've been seeing for quite some time. Alright, with the details out of the way, what do you say we go ahead and take a look at the articulation? So as far as the head sculpt go, it will do a full 360. Will look up very far. Look down a good amount. Will kind of pivot side to side. It also has a separate neck joint pivot, so that does at the base of the neck move on its own. So that's pretty cool. Then you have the ball jointed shoulders, which will go up all the way, not hindered by the shoulder pads at all, just hindered a little bit by the armor right there. We'll see here. Oh yeah, shoulder pads move with the shoulder, so we'll do a full 360. No bicep swivel, single jointed elbow as per the usual with Star Wars figures. I don't know why they do single jointed elbows. If anybody needed double jointed elbows, it is definitely these clone troopers. It does rotate at the elbow, however. Wrist rotation, since these, well, no, actually, no. One of them does hinge up and down because it is a gun holding hand. The other hinges in and out. The in and out goes just fine. The up and down, however, is very limited due to the shoulder or the wrist pads going on right here. You have a upper diaphragms pivot, so a ball joint. It will go so, rotate full 360. Nice side to side motion. No ab crunch, so it'll only look down about that far. Look back about that far. Ball jointed hips. We'll do the splits about that far. Kick forward very far, but at an odd angle. Rotate back about that far. See here, is this yep, single jointed knee. Does rotate at the knee. No boot cuff, and you have some ankle rockers that will go side to side. Back about that far, forward about that far. Then peg holes at the bottom, but more towards the front. So yeah, there you go. Your basic Star Wars figures, not great in terms of articulation, but the details are there. I guess that's kind of a give and take with Hasbro. You either get amazing articulation with some okay details, or you get great details with some okay articulation. But I am loving this figure. If you guys haven't seen the series yet, it just released today, episode 1. It's about an hour long. I'm not sure if that's going to be all the episodes or just the premiere episode. If you guys aren't familiar with the Bad Batch, they are basically genetically modified clones that don't really follow the rules too much. They play by their own rules, and yeah, basically a not rogue, but definitely a more badass attitude type of clone trooper deals going on. So yeah, guys, I recommend catching the episodes. It is really great. So until next time, guys, later.